Okay, so I'm gonna do the second half of this bag. This is all dry. I waited for it to dry overnight. And I am just gonna do the writing now. I can totally move my bag around. All of this is dry, so I don't have to worry if my hand touches it. I might touch up some stuff. So I am going to use my zero brush and my little liner brush and my 4-inch flat brush to write with. I can do all with a small brush and be here the whole day. So we're just going to start with, we're going to shake this up, get a little bit on the lid. Oopsie, so I can just paint from the lid. So for the smaller letters, I think I can do it with this one. And then I'll just touch up with the liner brush later on. You can see the blue Sharpie that I used wasn't dry enough. So when I did the blue over here, it pulled it a little bit. It will just give my letters a shadow. I'm not very worried about that. I can make it look. So what I do is I roll my brush in the paint with my fingers, like the brush is just rolling in my fingers in the paint. I don't want too much paint, so I don't want it, if I look at it like this, I don't want to see a drop coming down. If you think you have too much, you can always just go to the side. I like to hold my lid because then I don't have to do this movement. I have it right here by me. That's not enough paint. You want to make sure you have enough paint on your brush. You're going to make very short. It also helps if your paint's a little wetter. So I'm just putting my paint in the water, my brush in the water before I go. And when you do lines, it's good to kind of look and, oh, that's too much paint. Look and see where your line is going to be. Like when I come here, I'm going to kind of follow it just up there so that I put the memory into my brain. And some of my paint gets dry so quick because I always have a fan going. I'm totally thinking I'm going to use the 1/4 inch flat now. For me, that would just be much quicker. Get a paper towel ready here. I'm just putting paint on the tip of my brush and I'm just drawing the line. Okay, now for the G, which is gonna be big. Over here, I'm gonna turn my brush flat, and I'm even gonna make it wider later on. Might be a little too wide, too sudden. Once in a while, I like to just clean off my brush. So I just, because the paint goes in there, then this gets thicker. So all I do is I just put my finger on it, squeeze it, and just pull it. And now I have a very sharp edge again. And we can keep on going to do the words. But it's also very good for your mind, because you just sit here and concentrate on every little line and you forget about all your worries. This might be very hard to do these, so I'm going to switch to the smaller brush. Roll this. So I just roll this in the, and also I can see over there my tea were a little thick. I'm just fixing up some of this while I'm up here. Sometimes the line looks like it makes a bump, so I try and smooth that out. Okay, let's go to the R. I think I can do the R with the flat brush. Just clean this up. You can totally, I'm going to show you now, do it with a Sharpie. I only have a very thin blue Sharpie. So I am going to, let's see if I have a fabric marker that's blue. I have some fabric markers. Yeah, that's too light. Wish I had a thicker Sharpie. Oh well, we're gonna do it with this one so you can see. So you can totally come over and just go with a Sharpie if you have a thicker Sharpie. This is much easier if you don't want to paint it. And then you can even use a ruler if you want to. I just like to make things difficult and paint it. But I thought I'll come in and show you on the A. Can you see how much easier this is? And even if your Sharpie is thin, you can just color it to be a little bit thicker. And over here with the G, I could have done the outlines with the Sharpie. Like I could have just gone with the card like that. Just make that a thicker Sharpie line. And then I can still paint the inside. Thought I'll just come here and show you, but now I painted it, so I have to paint all of that. I'm just gonna go over that Sharpie so it's the same color as what I have. And if you're not happy with a letter, just leave it and come back with the thinner brush. Okay, let's get the small brush again. Kind of need to know when to stop. I think I need to make these thicker because this one is so thick. So maybe this one should also be a little wider. I don't know, it's gonna put a little bit of a shadow there. It's almost like dry brushing what I'm doing right now. And I think I need to let it be. Oh, I did close it with a different lid. Wouldn't this be a very nice gift to give to and grandmother that has everything, or your friend at church, or it's just something so personal and that I can use. Everybody can always use a bag. This can become their church bag, or even if the like the pillowcase. It's just so nice to give it to those people who have everything, and you never know what to gift them. Hope you enjoyed painting this with me, and you're gonna try and make these letters.